What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'm gonna let a few hundred of y'all come in and then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shout outs to the early birds. I see Miss Jazzy in the building. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Kia Yancey. What it do, Kia? Stephanie Coates. Tequila Belton. Let me know where y'all coming from, fam. Where you checking in? Rep your city. I see Fairfax, Virginia in the building. Edwin from Southern California. What up? Alicia Queen. I see Richmond, Virginia. Victoria. Okay. A couple more. Yay. What it do? Belinda, I see you. Going in, fam. All right. Let's talk about an uncivilized mutt. Who is this AI individual? Well, fam, he looks like a whole lot of them these days, unfortunately, who are running around with pistols like they're in the Wild Wild West, settling all disputes with gunplay. Okay, let's put a picture of this dude up. This is DeMarcus. This is DeMarcus Coley. All right? DeMarcus Coley. DeMarcus shot and killed his sister, Abrielle Baldwin, who you see to the right. She's holding her child. She was actually holding that child when he shot her. Oh, fam. DeMarcus ragged ass is facing murder charges after he shot and killed his older sister, Abrielle Baldwin. This in an argument over, of all things, Christmas presents in Largo, Florida. DeMarcus' brother, Darcus Coley, in turn, shot him for killing their sister and is also wanted by authorities for his role in the tragic incident. The incident unfolded on Christmas Eve in Largo, Florida, resulting in the death of 23-year-old Abrielle Baldwin, a mother of two. The fatal altercation took place at their grandmother's residence, where tensions escalated after a disagreement over Christmas presents. Authorities suspect that the initial gunshot came from Abrielle's 14-year-old brother, DeMarcus Coley, who was subsequently shot by his 15-year-old sibling, Darcus Coley. Darcus reportedly fled the scene and contacted their mother. Following the incident, both DeMarcus and Abrielle were transported to the hospital, where DeMarcus underwent surgery, but unfortunately, Abrielle succumbed to her injuries. Both brothers now face murder charges, and there's consideration of trying them as adults. Okay, where's Darcus? Let's put up a picture of Darcus. That's Darcus to the left there. Boy, these guys look like twins. One just got lighter skin and the other one a little darker. That's it. Only thing different is the complexion. The first and foremost question is, how do you get to this point where you kill your own sister over anything, let alone a funky ass Christmas gift. See, fam, we take this Christmas thing too far. I'm going to get more into the story. I'll get more into the details, but I got to say this. We take this Christmas stuff way too damn far. Christmas is a big old hoax. It don't mean nothing. These people just figured out a way to hustle the people for one big grand holiday. Hustle the people into buying things and working for stuff, working overtime and putting stuff in layaway, buying stuff that they cannot afford, bankrupting their savings, committing crimes, all in the name of buying somebody a gift for this one day out of the year, this social constructed day out of the year, where people get all excited and happy for one day. And then we go back to being uncivilized mutts. That's right, I said it. It's all a trap. At the end of the day, the only people who get paid are the merchants. The people who are out here selling products and services, at the end of the day, they're the only one getting paid. The big box companies get paid the most. They got to keep Christmas going, and they got to keep us, making us think that it's so damn important. They got me for a long time, fam. They had me all through childhood. I never got anything I wanted. Christmas, when I think back, the only good thing about Christmas was that I got to see my cousins. We would go to my grandmother's house, and I got to see cousins and stuff, and we got to play. We got to do things that we didn't do every day. I got to see cousins and stuff that I hadn't seen in a long time. That was the only really good thing that came from Christmas. I never got gifts. And I would see people time and time again doing all kinds of crazy things around Christmas time, even playing these songs. Some of these blues songs about Christmas are very depressing. But people are playing them, they're getting drunk, they're arguing, emotions are running high. And then, you pay more attention to those who are no longer with us. It's very emotional. We put too much damn emphasis on Christmas. People are spending money that they ain't got. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Layaway is a hustle. My mama used to do layaway. My aunts used to do layaway. Layaway is a hustle. If you got to layaway something, that means you can't afford it. If you can't just go straight to the store and buy a gift, buy a bicycle, that means you can't afford it. And people don't have savings as it is. They already don't have savings as it is. So they spend all their money getting in the hole, buying gifts. Sometimes people borrow money to buy gifts. Then the holidays, what happens? You can't wait after the new year. You can't wait for tax day so you can re-up and get back whole again. When you get your income tax check, what you doing? Trying to catch up. You using it to catch up. You using the income tax to check to catch up. Come on, fam. We put way too much emphasis on this thing. Way too much emphasis. Christmas is every day. We should have that kind of spirit every day. We should be joyful to each other every day. We should want to look after each other every day, feel like family every day. But they got us good with this Christmas thing, man. I'm not with it. I finally shook it. It took me 30-some years to shake it, but I shook it. I shook it. Having said that, if you cook, I'm coming to the house. You know what I'm saying? You go cook on Christmas, I'm coming. I'm coming. You know. But I'll still go to something if somebody got something going on. I might still go just for the sake of, being around family. Because I think, any excuse to be around family, the family that you mess with. I ain't talking about the rest of them. But the family that you mess with, friends, any excuse to gather is cool with me. I'm cool with that. Let's get back to this uncivilized mutt. Now, the reason why I only called one an uncivilized mutt is because he shot his sister and the other one shot him in defense of his sister. So I'm not mad at Darkus. Not mad at the one on the left. That's the older brother. He's 15. And then DeMarcus on the right is the spoiled brat. The spoiled, entitled brat who shot his sister and called her, well, before he shot, he called all kind of derogatory names. The sister was just trying to defuse the situation. She was just trying to, hey, calm them down. Like, hey, what are y'all doing? Why y'all tripping? So more of the backstory here. The argument started when the brothers, ages 14 and 15, were out shopping on Christmas Eve, Sunday, with their mother and sister, and they got into an argument over who was receiving more gifts. After shopping, the boys, their mother, the 23-year-old sister, Abrielle Baldwin, and Abrielle's two young children, ages 6 and 11 months, went to their grandmother's home in Largo, where the argument continued. That's when the 14-year-old brother stood in the doorway and he took out his .40 caliber semi-automatic handgun and pointed it at his brother and told him he was going to shoot him in the head. The 14-year-old tried to get his 15-year-old brother to fight, and an uncle ended up separating them and moving the 14-year-old outside into the driveway area. That's when he found Abrielle carrying her 11-month-old boy inside, or 11-month-old baby inside the carrier. She told him, "You all need to leave that stuff alone. Why y'all trying to start it? It's Christmas." The 14-year-old ensued to argue with her, called her derogatory terms, and shot her in the chest as she was holding her infant in the carrier. She fell, and the baby fell too, but the baby was unharmed. Unarmed. Shit, who knows these days? The babies carrying guns too. The 15-year-old brother then came outside and brought out a .45 caliber semi-automatic handgun and shouted, "You shot my mother effing sister," and shot the 14-year-old one time in the stomach, according to the sheriff's office. The sheriff noted that there was an 8-second gap between the time the 14-year-old shot Abrielle and before he himself was shot. At the time he was shot, he was no longer in possession of his gun, the sheriff said. The 15-year-old then ran through his gun in the nearby yard and fled to a relative's house in Clearwater. Abrielle was transported to a hospital and died of her wounds. Family, this is just a woman going about her life, doing her thing with her kids. And now you got an 11-month-old and a 6-year-old, and their mom's dead. The 14-year-old was also hospitalized. He underwent surgery and he's in stable condition. He will be released to the hospital, to the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice. So when he gets released from the hospital, he's going straight to the Florida Department of Juvenile Justice. The 14-year-old was charged with first-degree murder, child abuse, and delinquent in possession of a firearm. When police located the 15-year-old brother in Clearwater, check this out, he made self-harm statements and was taken to a mental health facility. He was charged with attempted first-degree murder and tampering with physical evidence. The 40 caliber handgun the 14-year-old used to shoot his sister was recovered, but the 45 caliber gun that the 15-year-old used has not been recovered. Here's a picture of the 40 caliber. That's the 40 cal that DeMarcus raggedy ass used to kill his sister, according to law enforcement. This is the house that it happened in. That's the house. So he allegedly killed her in front of the house, right in front of the house. All of this over some Christmas gifts. Now listen, fam, like I said, I don't do this Christmas celebration thing, but let me tell you something. If y'all gonna do Christmas gifts and stuff like that, one of the simplest things that I've seen that works with Christmas is pull names. You set a maximum amount and a minimum amount. Set a minimum amount and maximum amount for a gift. Most people just set a maximum amount, but set a minimum and a maximum amount for the gifts, for all gifts, no matter who the gift is for. Set a minimum and a maximum and pull names. That way, everybody get a gift that's at least comparable in price. Simple, solved. Why put all that pressure on yourself trying to figure out who need this and who want this and how many gifts do I buy? That's my sister. Do I just buy my sister a gift, or do I buy her and her husband a gift, or do I buy them a gift that they can share for the house, or do I buy my sister a gift, her husband a gift, and their 9 children a gift? And what about the housekeeper? Do I, that's a whole lot of pressure that people put on themselves, and it's unnecessary. But how do you get to a point where you pull out a gun and shoot your sister over anything, let alone a damn Christmas gift? It's certain things I just don't want on my record. And if me and my sister can't get along, I'm cool with getting it on. I'm gone. I'm gonna get gone. If we can't get along, I'm gonna get gone. Because I already know how I am. And I don't know what I'll do if I get mad. So I try to keep myself out of them type of situations. I can see it happening before it happens. I can watch a person's energy and just remove myself from that person totally. I can see the energy. I walk in certain buildings, walk in certain places, events, and I see the energy. Sometimes I pull up and I can just see I'm in the parking lot and I see the people walking in. And I'm like, nah, I ain't going in there. I don't like the look. I just don't like. You can hear the people. So I've been in line at clubs, and I hear people cussing and the way they talk while they standing in line. I ain't just talking about one person. Several people. I'm like, let me get out of here, man. This ain't me. Because something bad gonna happen up in here. I like to go places where people like to live. Yeah, I like to go places where people are interested in living. Like they like to live. They look. That breathing, that's air. Oxygen. I like that. I like oxygen. Yeah. I like this freedom. Get up, go, jump online, do what I want to. I feel like eating some baked chicken today. That's what I can eat. If I want to eat some lobster, I can eat some lobster. If I want to go on a juice diet, I can do my juice diet. Whatever I want to do, man, that's freedom. That's a whole lot better than where them fools are right now. And where one of them is on the run, but at least they're going to catch him, obviously. But the other one who kicked it off, who shot his sister, his dumb ass is going to be locked up for a minute. So he just missed all that little childhood stuff, that little youngster stuff. All that's gone. Whatever he valued before he shot his sister, before he pulled that trigger, all that's over. Whatever he valued, hanging out with his girl, chasing girls, kicking it, at a teen club, or being online and being able to move like you want to. Was some of that online stuff you can still do in jail. But the freedom to move around, not having somebody standing on you, barking in your ears, telling you when to get up and go to sleep and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he finna. And guess what's gonna happen, fam? The people at that juvenile facility is gonna treat him way worse than his sister ever treated him. The people at that juvenile facility is going to talk to him way worse than his sister ever talked to him. They're going to use more derogatory terms than his sister ever did. They're going to tell him what to do more consistently than his sister ever did. They're going to shit on him. And guess what's going to happen? He ain't going to do nothing. He ain't going to do nothing. He going to take it. If anything, he going to take it out on somebody that's locked up just like him, in the same boat as him, as he is. That's what he going to do. Dummy. Be hard to imagine shooting my own brother. But if he shoot my sister, I might have to stop the threat, especially if he just was talking about shooting me in the head. I might have to stop the threat. I'm next. He's just shot up. Who say he ain't gonna shoot me too? Glad I've never put myself in that position. Glad that we a little unstable around here now, but we ain't that damn unstable. We ain't got the tightest knit family, but damn, we ain't unraveled like that. Brothers killing sisters, sisters killing brothers, mothers killing sons, daughters getting their boyfriends to kill their daddies. Boy, this uncivilized ass mutt world. Man, God, if you're listening, put on your sandals and get on down here, man. Come on, straighten it out. Good God. Put your damn sandals on, man. Get on down here, man. You better hurry up. Going into the comments. What's up, Brandon F? Krista McQueen. What it do? This is going to be a short live, fam. I'm going to give a few more shout outs and then I'm going to shut it down. Brittany R, what's up? Yeah, why he felt the need to have a gun in the first place? Because monkey see, monkey do. Just like, a woman might think she need to go and get a BBL. Monkey see, monkey do. Why dude feel like he got to run with a clique of dudes to feel safe? Monkey see, monkey do. This is what they doing. Why you wear tight? Why this dude wearing tight jeans? Because everybody else wearing them. Monkey see, monkey do. A bigger question should be, how do you stop these youngsters from getting having so much easy access to guns? And even bigger than that is, how do we implement social services to deter this type of mindset? Because it does start at home. And people were saying that these boys were known to run around with guns. guns. They were known to be kicking it with guns. One of the boys, DeMarcus, I think I saw him on social media waving a gun. So they were known to pack heat, 14, 15 years old. Why do people feel the need? Why do 14, 15-year-olds, and I mean, it's like it's normal for them to be running around with guns. Normal for a 14, 15-year-old to have a gun. Not only did one brother have a gun, the other one have a gun. I remember when I was coming up, man, like if we had a clique, we might just have one person had a gun. All right, who gonna hold a gun? You know? Yeah. You know, one person, two people max. Now everybody got a Tommy gun. Madness. So it's not just on the parents. It's also on the children. It's on society at large. It's on these politicians. That's right. It's on these politicians. It's on these gun advocates. They all got blood on their hands. The gun makers, they all got blood on their hands. It's easy to just target the youngsters who got the gun. Just like it's easy to just target the rapper who's using foul language or whatever. That's easy. That's the low-hanging fruit. But you cut off the head and the rest of the body will die. Shut down the labels. Shut down the streaming services that play it. Shut down the streaming services that play the music, that sell the music. That's cutting off the head. Because I'm going to tell you, it's the music business, and ain't nobody going in that studio spending money that they can't get back. Everybody want a return on their investment. So ain't nobody going in that studio. I don't care how gangster they are and how much they want to keep it real. Man, if they said right now today, if you use this language, that language, if you make any type of music with foul language in it whatsoever, overnight, you'll see a change in hip hop. You'll see the artists starting to make different kinds of music just like that. The streaming services ain't gonna do it, right? Because they're part of the self-destruction. They purposely allow that type of music because they benefit in some way from it. They ain't gonna speak on that though. These streaming services allow DeMarcus to wave that gun on social media. They wouldn't take it down. He waved the gun on social media. They wouldn't take that down. But they'll take down a post where you're critical of somebody waving a gun on social media. They'll take that post down. Yeah. They'll show blood and guts. They'll show a black person getting murdered in the streets. They'll let that video run. But if you see something happening like that in Palestine, oh, that's a problem. You can't show them getting killed. You can show these black people all day long. But you show this, we're going to shut your Instagram down, Sean King. We all got to know that it's a trap. They've set traps for us, and we all know what's happening, and we all just got to be a little bit smarter about not volunteering to walk inside of those traps. We all see what's happening. Even the youngsters, they know what's happening. They ain't stupid. They see what's happening. 14, 15, they see what's happening. They have to make a conscious decision to say, I see what's happening. I know what's happening. I'm not going to let it happen to me. Simple as that. That's my time, family. That's my time. R.I.P. Abriel. No more talk.